to subject my wife into the middle of a raucous political conversation was completely inappropriate, and I hope you apologize. And why don't you apologize for her?
No, I won't
right
do that
now.
because I said nothing wrong.
The pointed exchange between Jeb Bush and Donald Trump over immigration was part of a debate that repeatedly offered viewers a window on the policy schisms that divide the modern Republican Party and the personal clashes that present distinct choices for primary voters this year.
Nobody's trusting Iran. They violate the deal. We put on the sanctions, and we have the high moral ground to talk to our allies in Europe.
This agreement trusts the Iranians to inspect themselves. That makes no sense whatsoever.
The sparring about the wisdom of enforcing a nuclear deal with Iran reflected deep disagreements about America's proper role in the world, and the candidates were divided over domestic leadership too, fighting over past appointments to the Supreme Court.
George W. Bush appointed John Roberts, and let me give you the consequences of that. If instead the President Bushes had appointed Edith Jones and Mike Ludig, which is who I would have appointed, Obamacare would have been struck down 3 years ago.
You can rewrite history, I guess, Ted, but the simple fact is that you supported him.
They fought over their resumes, often mocking each other as unprepared or unqualified, even as they touted their own successes.
You ran up mountains of debt as well as losses using other people's money, and you were forced to file for bankruptcy.
Atlantic City is a disaster, and I did great in Atlantic City. I knew when to get out. My timing was great, and I got a lot of credit for it.
You got Hillary Clinton to go to your wedding
That's
because
true.
you gave her
That's
money.
true.
Maybe it works for Hillary Clinton.
Excuse
it doesn't
me,
work
Jeff.
for anybody on this stage.
I was a businessman. I got along with Clinton. I got along with everybody.
Yeah.
That was my job, to get along with people.
But the
I didn't
simple
want
fact
to,
is...
Excuse me. 1 second.
No.
I
The
didn't
simple
want to...
fact is, Donald, you cannot take...
More energy tonight.
The Trump factor was unavoidable throughout the night as a debate dominated by big personalities and big issues did little to change the dynamic in a raucous Republican contest.
His visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high. Are we not way above that? Would we not all be worried to have someone like that in charge of the nuclear arsenal?
Mr. Trump.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
The result, a race to decide who should carry the Republican mantle that remains volatile as it enters the fall.